If I don't have a boyfriend, but if they try to FaceTime me at the gym, I would be like, we need to talk, because that is a boundary that needs to be set and can't be crossed. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh, I just thought of another huge good one. Same guy at the gym every day. That is so funny. Wow. But again, I don't want to like offend them or come off as like a bitch. I'm so confused. Okay, I got it. Hello, welcome back. If you're a regular subscriber, I'm just letting you know this is gonna be a very different video from normal, and if you're new, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Olivia. This is definitely a very different video than what I normally do, but I just had this idea and I wanted to do it. So basically, I'm so excited I don't even know how to like preface the video. Basically, I had the idea to do like to talk through my gym pet peeves and also just like common gym etiquette. So it's kind of, I hope this is gonna be like an entertaining video, but also like kind of an informative video if you're new to the gym and don't really know how the gym works. And I also put, oh my gosh, I'm so bummed. Wait a minute, this means we're gonna have to go to the store. I'm all over the place for this intro, you guys, but I need to give you a backstory. What I was gonna say was that I also asked you guys on my Instagram to tell me your guys' pet peeves and gym etiquette tips that you guys have, but my phone is dead, which leads me to my next part of this video. I wanted to do it while I'm trying Crumbl cookies because I've been seeing them everywhere online on social media, like on TikTok specifically, and I always thought it would be fun to do like kind of like a treats video of me just like trying a bunch of different sweets, but I knew that I would like, my stomach would get really upset if I ate a lot of different things, and I just felt like I would buy all this stuff and I wouldn't eat it all, and then that would just be a waste. So this would be a good happy medium. However, the kicker, which I was gonna tell you guys, that my phone is dead, and basically this Crumbl cookies is in like a town over from where I live, and I don't come here often. I've only been here like 3 or 4 times, especially since moving here to Utah, and I was determined to try to find it on my own, like without using any GPS, and I freaking found it. It was like a scavenger hunt. So here we are at Crumbl cookies, and another fun fact is that this was actually founded freaking here in Utah. In Logan, Utah was where they opened up the first store, which I thought was even more fitting for me to like include them in the video, because if you don't know, I'm in Utah right now. I live in Utah. So that was a big whole thing I needed to fill you guys in on. I'm freaking sweating. It's so hot in here, but so we're gonna go get cookies. Or should I? Basically, I need to go charge my phone so I could read your guys' pet peeves. This is really turning into a really big mission of a video. I'm in a complex, hopefully. Oh, Verizon store, they definitely have a phone charger, but am I trying to drop some cash? Dollar Tree. They definitely have to have a phone charger. Let's go to Dollar Tree, see if they have a car phone charger so I can charge my phone. Then we'll go get cookies from Crumbl Cookies. This is crazy. Alright people, this is really making this vlog interesting. 1, vlogging on the streets of Utah where there's no vloggers that live here at all. 2 is that, I don't know why I thought the Dollar Tree would be a good idea, because the quality of that phone charger would be very minimal, and they didn't even carry an iPhone charger anyways. But the guy said that there's a Walmart, so we're gonna go to Walmart and see if we can find one there. This is just so funny to me of how derailed this video has already become and how much of a vlog it's already turned into. I guess I can't escape the vlogging lifestyle. Okay, are they kidding me? They knew it was coming. 1 left. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you, Uni. Okay, charger acquired. This video is like low-key already falling apart at the seams, but it's also weirdly working out like seamlessly at the same time. So if anything, it's keeping things interesting. Another sign from the uni, that little sun protector thing has butterflies on it. So everything is okay. Phone already turned on. I'm literally blasting AC right now because it's so hot. I feel like this video may seem random, but I do really have an intention with it. A, to talk about like just a fun way to talk about pet peeves and gym etiquette, but also to show you like I still enjoy like fun foods or treats, whatever you want to call them, pretty much guilt-free. Like I don't always feel great physically after I eat them, and I know that I'm always constantly trying to strive to have like whole food based diet and all that stuff and make healthier decisions with foods that make me feel good. But that's not to say that I still have a part of me that loves these sweet foods and fun foods, and for a long time I suppressed that because I felt like if I really was serious about my fitness, I thought that that meant I could never eat this stuff. I couldn't enjoy having treats like cookies and ice creams and things like that, but it really is a part of my personality. I've always had a sweet tooth ever since I was little. I truly genuinely love it. I got to the point where I was really suppressing a certain part of my inner child, so I let myself enjoy this stuff. off. I don't have an identity crisis from being super into the gym and really caring about my health, but also having a love for sweets and stuff. Like I used to think I couldn't do both. And now I'm like, fuck it, I don't need to fit into a category. So yeah, and I also just don't want you guys to fear, I guess, fun foods either. Going with that, it's about 5 o'clock already. I've had myself a day today and I'm feeling pretty hungry. And usually if I'm hungry and then going to have sweets, I just never feel satisfied. I just feel like a bottomless pit. However, I know a lot of people think like it's best just not to eat anything if you're gonna have like sweets because you think it's gonna be excess of calories, whatever. For me personally, I would so much rather be satiated going into enjoying the treat. So I'm not really turning to it as a place to like fulfill my hunger, if you will, because this is essentially just, there's gonna be no fiber. This isn't gonna be a very filling thing to be eating. So what I'm trying to say is I'm having a little bit of a protein bar now to help kind of take the edge off of my hunger, feel more satiated, satisfied, have that protein and fiber in this bar help to fill me up, and then enjoy the sweets on top of it. So yeah, let's go in there and get these cookies. I've never even been in one of these stores, so I'm excited. Hi, how are you? Okay, let's get into the cookies for a hot sec, and then I'll share with you guys. I really have like top 3 ones that I want to share with you guys that are my pet peeves, and then we'll read your guys's. So first, I think we should start with the classic chocolate chip cookie, and then we'll get crazy from there. So first of all, these things are huge. Wait, let me give you a wholly overview. Okay, so this is all of them. If you're unfamiliar with Crumbl cookie, basically they have like different featured flavors of the week. So this is their normal sugar cookie. I don't know if it's there or not all the time. This is their normal chocolate chip cookie, which I do know is there all the time. This, I believe, is a banana bread one. This is a waffle one, and it comes with freaking syrup, which is super interesting. Old-fashioned donut, which I love donuts, so I hope I like that one. It even looks like a donut. And this was like Fruity Pebbles cereal action, which is interesting, and it's like a sandwich. So here's the big cookie. It smells so good. Interesting. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a little bit of a crunch. The chocolate chips are melting. That's how hot it is in here. Good, but like it's like almost like it's been sitting out a bit. Like the edges are crispy, which I don't hate, but I was expecting that to be a very soft, gooey cookie. Oh, that breeze. You guys, I'm dying right now. Okay, my first #1 pet peeve, when people don't re-rack their weights. And I know this seems like a super common one, but here's my thing. The reason why it's so hard is because if someone keeps all these weights on, the biggest thing is no one knows if anyone's on that equipment or not. I'm like, oh, did they go to the bathroom? Like, are they just filling up their water bottle? Are they catching up with their friend? Like, are they coming back? Did they leave? So that's my biggest thing. It's like, when you keep the weights on it, no one knows if you're using it or not. So that's the biggest thing. And also, going with that, if you're someone who puts on a bunch of plates and don't take any of the weights off, and now it's like, okay, so now my workout is taking the plates off, that like doesn't bother me that much. But again, it's just like etiquette. Like, take your weights off, because then it lets everyone else know if someone's on the machine or not, you know? Numero dos. Now I'm just really invested in these, and I'm just so curious. Honestly, I had higher expectations for that chocolate chip cookie. Let's do some ratings. Like that, I would give it like a 6. It was a chocolate chip cookie, but nothing I ain't never tasted before. This sugar cookie seems, oh, it's apparently this one is served chilled, which I can kind of feel it's a little cooler, but it's soft. It's definitely softer than the other one. Wow. Airy. This is great. Super sweet, super sugary. That's fantastic. Super soft. Literally, it's like disintegrating in my hands. That's super good. I don't even really know what the frosting is. Very good. Still not super wowed. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. It was good. I need a breather. Next tip. Don't stand in front of my mirror view, bro. This is the thing. I don't care if you want to classify it as like egoic. Okay, don't want to look at yourself in the mirror, because my answer is no. I need to look at myself in the mirror for my form. That's like the biggest thing. I'm like, it helps me stay focused in general, on my set. Because when I'm looking around, like that means clearly I'm not focused on my actual set. Like I don't have good mind to muscle connection. So like being able to look myself in the mirror gives me like a fixed point to focus on. Also to make sure my form is looking good. Also, I just like to look, like, I don't know if this is weird. I like to look at myself when I'm working out, because it's me versus me. It's like my competition. Who I'm seeing in the mirror is my competition. I'm trying to become better than I was yesterday. So if you're blocking that, how can I see my competition? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like really big on that. I want to be able to like see myself in the mirror, and some people just come right up and just be standing right in between you and your space, and you're like, what? Yo. Next, let's do the old, no, let's get crazy. Let's do this waffle one. They literally served it with syrup to try it with, which I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but we're gonna dip it just to be extra. This one looks like a little waffle too. This is gonna be so sweet with the syrup. I'm gonna dip it in whatever this, I'm sure it's frosting. It's supposed to be butter. Cheers. Whoa. What? All right, this tastes like a waffle. Honestly, the syrup is carrying the team right now. That tastes just like a waffle. What's happening? That's whack. Interesting. Okay. Okay, here's another one that's probably weirdly specific, but let me know if it happens to you too. We're able to hip thrust a good chunk of weight. Many, many times throughout my 5 years of lifting have I had a random man come and try to help me get the weights off. Now, I get they're trying to be nice. I completely understand it, and I'm not trying to be like psycho about it, because like I do understand they have kind intentions. But at the same time, my biggest thing is like, listen, if I can lift the weight, I should be able to put it away, right? So that's how I feel. So that's my next thing, is like when someone tries to come and help me, when I'm like, listen, I'm in here to get strong, like I'm a boss woman, I can do it myself. That's like how I feel. Like I know they mean well and they want to help, but it's like I want to be independent in this space, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't, you know? Moving right along, let's do the banana one, and we'll see what this is. So this looks very interesting. I don't know why it looks like this, because I don't know. Like this isn't screaming a banana bread to me, but wow. Oh my gosh, I didn't rate the last one either. The inside even looks like banana bread. I don't know if you can see it. Wow. The inside is so soft. Wow, that's great. I love banana bread. If there was chocolate chips on the inside of that, whoo, that'd be superb. I'm giving that a 9. I'm giving the waffle an 8. Real quick. All right, those are like my 3 biggest pet peeves that I experience like decently regularly. But I want to go, I really didn't read what you guys have sent in to me. So now I'm going to read through them for the first time. First one that's coming up, someone talking to me mid-set. Yes, that is so true. I can't stand that when people come and they're trying to like have a conversation, especially, oh, that's it. There gets to a point, right? Beginning my workout, I'm like trying to get into it mentally. Then there's like a peak where I'm like, I'm in it mentally. Then it kind of like lulls off, and then I just get like straight up hyper, you know, by the end of it. But like when I'm at the peak of my workout and someone tries to have a conversation with me, when I'm like in the zone, like music in, like listening to like heavy music that's just like where I'm just like in it, when someone tries to talk to me, it's like, dude, you can't have me escape this right now. That's always so freaking challenging for me. So that one's another big one for sure. Hogging 3 machines at once. Yes, that's so true as well. Like, especially when it's a crowded gym day and someone just have a circuit of multiple machines in the gym, that gets a little bit tight, a little bit, you know. I just feel like save that for when it's not a crowded gym day, you know? When people ask how many sets you have left, or the pressure from someone waiting. Yes, I feel that too. Honestly, I always feel that, like subconsciously, I like feel like I start to rush because I'm like, oh, they're waiting. But you just have to remember, like, you deserve your time on that machine or with those weights or whatever. So like, don't feel pressured. Getting to the gym and the station you want is taken. Also, so that's tragic, especially when it's like a station that you need in order to do your workout. Like you can't do anything else. Like on my full body circuit days, there's like only 2 corners of the track at my gym, and those are like usually the only 2 places I can do a circuit like I do with like body weight movements. And sometimes, bro, when they're taken, I'm like, should I go home? People listening to loud music without headphones. Can't say I've ever experienced that, but honestly, I'd be like, yo, hook up to aux. Getting on a treadmill right next to mine when the gym is empty, like, come on now. Okay, I hear this all the time, and that, like, doesn't bother me at all. Like, I understand, like, because to me, it's like a parking spot, and, like, I would get pissed if someone parked, I guess, right next to me. Not really pissed, but I'd be like, that's weird that you're parking right next to me in a whole parking lot. Of course, I'm comparing it to cars, but I don't know why that's never really bothered me if someone gets on the treadmill next to me. I don't know. Let's do the old-fashioned donut. Here we are, here we are. It's super cute. The edges look like an old-fashioned donut. Good. Not blowing me out of the water. Not gonna lie, I don't even really know what an old-fashioned donut is now that I think about it. What it tastes like. I'm gonna give that a 7. I like it more than the chocolate chip, but it's not blowing me out of the water. Okay, let's keep running through. Dude, you guys send in so many. This is so funny. Oh, this is another one. Not putting equipment back in the right place. That's something that like I literally will feel like an urge. I don't even really have OCD, but I like feel a need to put it all back where it's supposed to go. Like if the dumbbells are out of position, I'll like make sure to put them back out where they go, or like I'll reorganize the plates. When a stranger, this one's juicy. When a stranger watches your sets, comes up and says your form is wrong when it's not. Boo! That is challenging. Because there's like a certain thing where it's like, don't go help someone if they don't ask for your help, if they don't want it. And I don't know the situation, but also like I've been in positions where I've seen other girls like have their form, like you can tell they're so new to the gym, and I genuinely want to go help them and like have an urge to like give them form advice because I don't want them to like waste their time when they're in the gym. But again, I don't want to like offend them or come off as like a bitch. Alright, this one is me though. I hate when people do bodyweight exercises in completely unnecessary locations. Guilty. Sometimes I want to do a bodyweight exercise when I'm using weights. That's true though. I'm not gonna, you're honestly valid. Getting hit on in the gym, not the place. I'm working on me. Okay, sister. Completely understand that too. I just totally get it, especially like, just like not the time, not the place. But my counter argument to that is like, for me, someone who's like a gym junkie, the gym is like my only social outing for the day. It's like, how am I supposed to meet people if I don't meet them at the gym, really? So like there, like I would want to meet someone at the gym because it's like they have similar interests, you know? That's just my response. But I totally understand that you don't want it to be the place. Too many people at the same time, I totally agree. Also, unpopular opinion though, I obviously don't like when it's like completely packed and you can't do anything, but I like when there's people in the gym because it just helps me feel so much more motivated. Like I prefer people in the gym than an empty gym. Dare I say it? I just get motivated like seeing everyone else grinding, you know? All right, this is like a sandwich. This is so interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I'm so confused. Okay, I got it. I like the cookie. Totally tastes like Fruity Pebbles. And there's Fruity Pebble chunks on it. There's a little crunch. I don't love the filling. I don't like filled things. I love donuts, but I don't like filled donuts. I don't like custard. I don't like whipped cream. I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like that like fluffy texture, like marshmallow, like fluff. For some reason, like the airiness kind of makes you want to gag. But I'm gonna do another bite. It's so interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna give this a 7.5. It's good. A 7. I don't know. Favorite one, banana bread. Next is sugar cookie. 3 is waffle. 4 is old fashioned donut. 5, Fruity Pebble. 6 is their freaking chocolate chip cookie, bro. It didn't wow me. Especially for like a classic one, they should have nailed that. You know what I'm saying? So many of these are like repeated, but another big one is people grunting. And this, again, I have to play devil's advocate. Like I totally understand when it's dramatic, it's like chill. But also like, have you never grunted during a set? Like sometimes I need to just like let out an energy flow, and sometimes it's through the noise of my mouth. Oh, another one, super random. I just think this is funny. Yo, when someone's on FaceTime with their significant other, I'm like, no. If I don't have a boyfriend, but if they try to FaceTime me at the gym, I would be like, we need to talk, because that is a boundary that needs to be set and can't be crossed. I'm always like flabbergasted when I'm like, yo, is this like trust issues? Like they don't trust you, like being in the gym, like who you're with, who you're talking to, or do you have like separation anxiety, or like did you just like, are you just trying to I don't know, but I just am like, I'm not here for that. These are so entertaining to read. When people smell bad. Same guy at the gym every day. That is so funny. Oh, I just thought of another huge good one. Okay, let me know if this has happened to you. I hate when people use a bench like to hold their belongings, to put their water bottle, to put their phone, and they're not even using the bench. They're like doing a dumbbell exercise next. Woo! Literally, this happened to me. There's a guy just had his belongings on a bench, was doing a dumbbell exercise next to the bench, but kept like going back to the bench and putting his phone down. Then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let it go. Then he's talking to this other girl. Then he goes to sit on the bench to use it as a chair, and I needed a bench, and at that point I went up to him and was like, are you using this? Because I need to use it. That always, when people use a bench to hold their belongings, I'm like, dude, this isn't your bedside table. Okay, another big one is when people do their sets in front of the dumbbell rack. Totally, that's also difficult, because then no one else can go in and get their weights. Yeah, definitely don't do that. Oh, another thing, I remember, this is one that I was gonna say. Sorry, I'm going back and forth between mine and everyone else's. Wait, I need a break for the fresh air. This was a big one. This was another one I wanted to say. When I am doing a movement such as, I don't know, cable kickback, right? Where there is a projected range of motion. This is just like, you know, like how the pedestrian has the right of way? The lifter has the right of way. So if there's a lifter and a pedestrian in the gym walking by, okay, and there's gonna be a common intersection of motion, the lifter gets the right of way. I can't stand when I'm like about to do a kickback and someone's walking by and I'm like, I'm gonna hit you because you just walked so close to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone, same thing. Or like if I'm doing a hip thrust and like people are coming in, like walking as I'm doing a set, and like the range of motion of the barbell is gonna go, I'm like, if this hits you, it hits you. Like I have the right of way. I'm mid set right now. I'm not gonna stop. I used to like always stop, especially with cable kickbacks, but like then I went through a phase where I just kept freaking kicking because I was like, you need to be aware of the people who are actually lifting. I'm not trying to focus on my set and like the people around me, you know what I mean? Like everyone else needs to do that and be aware of the lifter. Just saying. Guys who scream while lifting. You guys, this is so funny. People without earphones because I feel like they can hear me breathe loudly. Dude, sometimes I realize that I'm like, yo, not everyone has headphones in right now. And I'm totally the one like humming, whistling, singing, breathing hard. Like I like will talk to myself in the gym and I'm like, can they hear me? And then also when it's like super intense music and you're like, yo, I'm in a music video right now, or like I'm just so intense right now, I'm like in a dramatic scene of a movie, and then you're like, wait, if I were to pause my music, it would be just complete silence in the gym and everyone would be like, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not that important. People just keep camping at machines, not even between sets, just hanging out. That's also so true. It's like they're hanging by the water cooler. Oh, another, okay, I'm gonna end on this one because it's just self-explanatory. When people curl in the squat rack, like, I don't even need to explain, but I am still going to. Just don't do it. Or just like when people do an exercise with a piece of equipment that can be done without that piece of equipment. Do you know what I mean? You don't need the squat rack to curl. You can curl on the squat rack, I guess. Yes, it's possible with the bar. But like now you're taking up someone, like you need a squat rack to squat. So it's like, don't take up pieces of equipment that you don't absolutely need to do your workout, especially when it's like a crowded gym. This video was so random. I hope it was somewhat entertaining, but I hope it just was like a fun little refreshing change up. I promise vlogs are gonna be coming back in the roto. Thank you guys for checking out this video and staying along. And yeah, like I said, I'm sending you so much love and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.